What it means to trust fall is to deliberately let go so you can be supported. Let's talk about it in terms of a process. Step one, you have to believe in something or someone as true and real, AKA pick a lane. Do you want to stay or do you want to go? Do you want to be all in or do you not want to be all in? Pick a lane. If it's not a yes, then it's a no. So pick a lane. You have to start there because in order for you to trust fall, it has to start with a belief. I believe that this is a safe space. Yes or no? Pick it. Now run with it. Two, you have to act in alignment and according to that belief, AKA show up. Is this the place for you to be? Yes or no? Yes, then great, show up. Super simple. So you start with the belief and then you go right into action. There is nothing in between. Number three, after that, you have to let go of the result or outcome of the action. That is surrender. It's very simple. You pick a lane, you show up, and you have to surrender. Then what happens after you surrender? You are able to furthermore trust the process as a result. Now you're able to have confidence in whatever that outcome is. To trust fall means to believe, to act, to let go, and then to have confidence in that outcome. The more you do 1, 2, and 3, the confidence comes. It's not the other way around. A lot of y'all are waiting for the confidence to come in order to pick a lane, but that's why, once again, you're getting stuck. The confidence comes from the action, not the other way around. Then from there, as you build that confidence, then the knowing comes afterwards. And then the internalization happens. So the knowing is internalizing your progress. Then step 6, very lastly, you know that it's all part of your growth process. And then you know that you are healing as well. Not only are you growing, but you are also healing, AKA transforming forever. Why is it important that you learn how to trust fall? The best things in life happen when we trust fall. I'm talking about in appropriate scenarios where you know it's safe, where you know it's the right thing to do. This is when the best things happen. And the reality is that life and the universe organizes itself to meet you where you're at in general. Energetically. What that means is if you are constantly wound up and wanting control, the energy that flows to you and around you will match that vibe. Whereas if you surrender and you let go and you trust in life, that is also what will be mirrored back to you. When you continue to live life with a little more surrender, a little more trust in life, you are actually making room for limitless possibilities and abundance. You're making it so that there are no limitations. Learning how to trust fall leads to better outcomes than you could ever plan. We don't even know what's possible for us because we don't know what we don't know. But because we are so human, we think that if we control everything, that somehow we're going to prevent things from going wrong. But that's not true. You're actually making yourself more rigid and you're actually making yourself more fragile so that when things do break, you're devastated and you can't handle it. Learning how to trust fall actually allows you to create better outcomes than you could ever plan because you're also just a lot more open to those possibilities. When you don't trust fall, you avoid even bigger risks and you rarely step outside of your comfort zone. You don't take time off or give yourself space to rest and play. You never feel like you're doing enough to get there. You operate from a place of scarcity and fear, which leads to more scarcity. You give off control freak vibes, and that becomes very draining to others. Your physical and mental health takes a toll because you can't relax or ever surrender. You constantly overthink and you spiral and you have something to worry about all the time. And because of that, you miss out on magical moments and meaningful connections. You struggle to ask for help or feel shamey just thinking about it. And you never fully feel free or fulfilled because you're trying to control it all. These are signs you do not know how to trust fall. It feels anxious, overwhelmed, impatient, scared, disconnected, distant, and cold. This is how it thinks. What if it doesn't work? This is just too complicated. I'm overwhelmed. I can't. What ends up happening? You end up being preoccupied with all the things that could go wrong instead. You focus on the fear of rejection and failure instead of what's possible. And then there's the hiding, the shame-holing, the running away and just fading into the ether. And then there's the spiraling, getting scatterbrained and just not being focused. Asking a million questions and looking for evidence before doing the thing. Needing constant reassurance, convincing, and encouragement without action. You have to also take that action because that's how it becomes cyclical. If you're not taking action on top of that, then it becomes one-sided, and then that's when it becomes very draining. And then last but not least, another sign that you don't know how to trust fall is wanting to quit because you expect a certain outcome by a certain timeline. How do you develop that muscle? Notice your physical symptoms of when you want to clench. Are you getting hot, jittery, tense? Name what you're feeling and thinking. What's the story you're telling yourself? Is it true? Oh, they're going to reject me. Is it true? Have you even tried? How do you know? What evidence do you actually have? Go to the truth of the present moment. What do I absolutely know is true? What do I need right now for my healing? Show up daily to build proof and evidence, y'all. What do I know is true from what I experienced today? How did that feel? Practice gratitude. It's amazing I'm working on this. I'm so grateful I have a safe space to practice this. The people that I see do this are the ones who grow the most. How to trust fall. Choose what you want to believe. Do the thing. Build the evidence that that belief is true. Increase confidence in that belief. Live with full trust. And remember that the relief comes after you do the thing, not before. So after you do the thing, I did it. That is when you feel the relief. It doesn't happen before. Before you want to throw up and you want to run the other direction. So this is, again, the same thing that I gave you at the beginning. It's the same step-by-step process. Believe it, do the thing, build the evidence, increase the confidence, live with that full trust, internalize it. Relief comes after.